Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. So before going to start this video tutorial, so I would like to thankful to each and everyone who is supporting my videos. Okay, and also our videos are getting very good response nowadays because of you people only. So you are showing very much enthusiasm to learn or to follow our videos, so which is helping for me as well to learn new things and updating to you, and also which is helping for our channel as well, that is Selenium Tech Automation. So I hope you people will continue the same for our upcoming videos as well. Okay, let's get started with our today tutorial, that is how to automate Windows components using AutoIt tool. Okay, how to automate Windows based components with the help of AutoIt. Okay, so actually as we already know with the help of Selenium we are not able to automate fully, right? There are some limitations to automate from Selenium, such as the limitation one here is we are not able to automate barcode related scenarios, and also we are not able to automate, it is not possible to automate, in clear words, it is not possible to automate barcode related scenarios, and also it is not possible to automate captcha related scenarios, and also it is not possible to generate a report by defaultly from Selenium. Okay, we don't have any feature to generate a report from Selenium, but there will be a chance, I mean there is a chance to generate our own reports in the form of test engine report or extent report or ATU report or LU report. Okay, which means these are all external reports or mechanisms where we don't have this feature inside our Selenium. Okay, and also if we discuss more about the limitations, there are a number of limitations if we are using Selenium. Okay, out of those limitations I came up with some I came up with one limitation where we are not able to automate Windows components using when we are not able to automate Windows components with the help of Selenium. So for that reason we are taking this AutoIt here. Okay, with the help of AutoIt we can easily automate the Windows based components. Okay, with the help of AutoIt we can able to automate our Windows based components. Okay, so let's get started. Here what is an AutoIt? Okay, AutoIt is a open source tool which is especially designed for automating Windows graphical user interface operations. Okay, here AutoIt is a open source tool especially designed for automating Windows graphical user interface operations. Okay, with the help of this AutoIt tool we can also automate keyboard and mouse operations on Windows components. Okay, with the help of AutoIt we can also automate keyboard and mouse operations on window based components. Okay, but we have to remember a note here: for automating keyboard and mouse operations we already have one class, that is called actions class, which is provided by Selenium. Okay, for automating keyboard and mouse operations we use actions class provided by the Selenium. Okay, so to automate these keyboard and mouse operations on web based applications we are not going to use this AutoIt keyboard and mouse operations. Okay, we will use only actions class for the web based applications where we are going to automate keyboard and mouse operations. Okay, but with the help of AutoIt also we can able to automate keyboard and mouse operations only on window based components itself. Okay, AutoIt also we can able to automate keyboard and mouse operations which are related to only Windows components only. If you want to automate web based applications where you are want to perform keyboard and mouse operations means, so there is a class that is called actions class. With the help of actions class we can easily automate keyboard and mouse operations on web based applications. Okay, so here are some list of AutoIt features. So under that the first feature here is AutoIt window info. Okay, AutoIt window info, and the second one is SciteScript Editor, and the third one here is run script command or function, and the last one here is compile script. What it will do, it will execute the .exe file. Okay, so we will discuss one by one here. What is AutoIt window info feature here? Okay, it is used to inspect the properties of window element. Okay, this with the help of this AutoIt window info we can easily inspect the properties of window element. Okay, for example let me go back to for example let me go to one notepad application. Okay, so this is one application. okay, .exe file. So if we want to automate this application or .exe file, how we can do? With the help of AutoIt, we can easily automate this one. For example, there is an okay, there is some AutoIt window info. So before going to automate this windows based, so how we can do? First I want to inspect, okay, first I want to inspect this one. Okay, so how we can inspect? Here you can see there is some finder tool. If we mouse over on the particular component what you want to inspect, you can inspect directly. Suppose if I want to inspect this line or this text body, so I can just drag this finder tool and place it over there. So accordingly you will get these like experts related. Okay, that one is reach edit d 2d pd. Okay, with the help of this one I can easily write our AutoIt script. Okay, so before starting that scripting part, first we need to identify which web element, which component you want to take or you want to use before performing any action. Okay, for that reason we are using this AutoIt window info. Okay, that's what the same I updated here. Okay, with the help of this AutoIt window info, it is used to inspect the properties of window element. Okay, the next one here is SciteScriptEditor. Okay, SciteScriptEditor is a programming editor embedded with many built-in functions and commands which are used to develop the code to automate the required operations on Windows components. Okay, so if I want to automate any window based components, means first I have to write some AutoIt code, right? So to write that code, we need one script editor, that is called as SciteScriptEditor. With the help of this SciteScriptEditor, we can easily write our AutoIt programming where you want to perform your actions on window based components. So that's the reason why we require this SciteScriptEditor. And the next one here is functions and commands. What are all the functions we need to have before going to start our scripting on AutoIt programming? Okay, so the first command here is run command. So what does this run command will do here? It will invoke the specified executable application. Okay, it will invoke the specified executable application. With the help of run command here, we can easily invoke our application which needs to be executable. For example, here I took two examples. That first one here is, that is calculator application, and the second one here is notepad application. With the help of this run command, I can easily run our executable application, means specified executable application. Okay, so then our next slide here is, okay, our next command here is win wait active. Okay, what does this win wait active command will do here? It will instructs the AutoIt to wait until the specified window is active before executing the next step. Okay, for example, let me go back to our notepad application. Okay, so here for example I entered some line number 1 or line 2. Okay, so this is one text file I opened and I entered some text, I entered something text here called line 1 line 2. So if I hit enter, again I am entering line 3 and line 4. Okay, and line 4. If I am going to close it now, okay, I am going to close it now. See, now you are getting one alert saying that do you want to save changes to untitled? Yes, there are options which is providing. If you click on save, it will prompt you to save file as. If you don't want to save, it will directly close your currently opened application. And if you click on cancel, it won't close, or it won't close your application which is currently opened. Okay, so the same if you compare with this one, win wait active means it will instructs AutoIt to wait until the specified window is active before executing the next step. Okay, so this win wait active will instructs the AutoIt. Okay, before going to close this one, let first complete these commands while entering like text inside this notepad field. So then only you can able to close the window. Okay, first you done with this one. Okay, first you done with this one, so then only you can able to close this window. First you have to complete this fully, either it is saving or don't save or cancel. So that's what this AutoIt will instruct. Okay, that's what this AutoIt will instruct, saying that you can wait before going to the next step. Okay, if you before going to the next step, please wait and please complete this current action, so then only you can allow to the next step. So that's what this line is telling here. So the next the example here is WinWait active untitled notepad. So the same you can see here also, untitled notepad. If I want to close this one, so it is prompting you some alert whether you want to save, or if you want to don't save, or you want to do some cancel. Okay, before once you done with these lines, I mean once if you completed these lines, then only you can able to save or don't save or cancel. If you don't want in middle, so it won't allow you to perform any action. First it is instructing, AutoIt is instructing first complete this current line, so then only you can move further step. Okay, so the next feature here is send. Okay, it enters the data or send keyboard keys into active control. Okay, this send method, what it will do, send will allow you to enter the data, or send will allow you to perform keyboard keys on the active control. For example, here as we discussed now, so with the help of send I can able to send this line 1 and line 2 and also line 3 and line 4. So in between if you observe, I press enter here, so here also we can perform pressing enter key with the help of AutoIt. So that's where we discussed about, with the help of AutoIt also we can able to perform keyboard and mouse operations on Windows components. Okay, so that is what about send command here. So the next command here is win close. It closes the specific window. If you pass this one, like if I want to close my window, if I directly click on this one, either if you have to save, or if you want to don't save, or if you want to cancel, you need to select any one of these options. Okay, so for that reason we are mentioning here the line called win close command. Okay, so what is it will do, it will closes the specific window and control click, it performs on the specified control. Okay, control click means it will perform it will performs on the specified control. I mean it will perform some click operation on the specified control. For example, if I want to close, okay, with the help of win close I will close this window. Okay, so then if I want to click on save, how we can perform this action, with the help of control click. So if I don't want to save this one, if I want to click on don't save, how we can perform, with the help of control click command. If I want to cancel, how we can perform, with the help of control click I can able to click on this cancel button. Okay, so that is what the purpose is for this control click. And example you can see notepad and also button 1 here means with the help of AutoIt window info we can easily inspect this component. For example, if I want to inspect this don't save button, so here you can see it is giving some class here called rich edit d2 dpt. Okay, so likewise if you want to inspect any web element to perform any component, I mean to perform any action on that particular component, you have to first inspect with the help of AutoIt 3 window info, AutoIt window info. Okay, so the next line here is control send. Okay, control send, it will send the specific keystrokes, it will send the specific keystrokes to the specific control. Okay, it will send the specific keystrokes on the specified control. Okay, what this control send will do, it will send some keystrokes. Okay, such as save as button if I want to click. Okay, for that I already took some I mean component XPath, and also if I want to click on don't save, I have to mention that component XPath here. And also if I want to click on cancel, I have to mention that button component here. So in the same way I have already mentioned, this is for save as, which means save as button. So text means it is not mandatory to put here, if you pass empty here also it will work. And if I want, I mean this is for edit one here is, this is the component XPath. After inspecting with AutoIt window info, you will get this control XPath. Okay, for this save as button, this is my XPath, and where you want to store. So I want to store in, like I want to store this file like d:/samplefile.txt. Okay, so these keys strokes we will send on the specified control, such as save as or save or cancel. Once if you click on save as, you have to pass some path where you want to save your file. So for that reason we are using this control Z. So next slide here is run script. So once if you write all your script with the help of SciteScriptEditor, we need to run our script. Okay, so what does this will do? This run script will do. So this run script will do to run AutoIt programs. With the help of this run script we can easily run our AutoIt programs. Okay, and also once if you run your program, so we need to compile that program which you run now. Okay, suppose if I run my script now, so after that I have to right click on that particular SciteScriptEditor file and I have to compile. Okay, here while doing compilation it will ask you whether it is for 32-bit processor or it is for 64-bit processor. If you select any one of these two, so then it will converts into some .exe file, that is our executable file. Okay, so we will see one by one with an example also I will show you. So I will show you like how we can install our AutoIt later in this video. First we will discuss about our example. Okay, first we will discuss with our one example. So for example, so as we discussed already, so to start our AutoIt code we need some SciteScriptEditor where we can write our coding part with the help of commands like run or winActive or winWaitActive or control click or control send. So these are all the commands where we are going to use to develop our AutoIt code. So how we can start? Okay, for example, here, okay, for example let me create one new file. Okay, for example I am going to create a new SciteScriptEditor. Okay, one new SciteScriptEditor. So I am going to take some new one here, one new file. Okay, so here this is our SciteScriptEditor where you can able to write our AutoIt code. Okay, for that first what is the step we need to follow here? So first what I need to do, winWaitActive, that is open. So I will show you by taking one example site that is called Orange HRM login. Okay, Orange HRM login. Okay, Orange HRM login. Okay, so https orange. Okay, let me open any one of our testing file, so where I stored, okay, that URL. Okay, don't save, click don't save. So let me open this file, so where I stored that URL. So it is a very important concept. It is also one limitation about Selenium. Okay, let me open. So it's already open now. So let me go to the URL, so where I am going to use it now. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, this is our URL. Okay, so on this particular website I am going to perform this AutoIt tool where we can upload our files. Okay, okay, so let me hit enter. So once if you open this site Orange HRM, so by defaultly we can see this username and password. Okay, once if I click on login, it will take me to the home page of that Orange HRM website. So here I want to add an employee. So after adding I want to upload one file. Okay, while uploading a file it is not possible to automate with the help of Selenium. Okay, with the help of AutoIt we are going to upload any one of the file from our folder, from our local folder to this application. Okay, so let me click on PIM. So from PIM I am going to add an employee. Okay, once if you click on this add employee, so I am entering a username here as user name. Okay, and the username last name here is Selenium. Okay, username and Selenium. So you can see here, if I click on this choose file, you are getting some Windows component. Okay, this is not able to automate with the help of Selenium. Okay, we can automate with the help of AutoIt this scenario, this window based components. Okay, once if I click on this one, I want to write some SciteScriptEditor for this one. Okay, I want to write AutoIt program for this one, right? So I want to write AutoIt program for this one to automate from AutoIt tool. Okay, how we can do? For example, if I click on this chosen button here, so it is prompting one window based component or pop-up. Okay, so here with the help of AutoIt window Winfo, so I am going to inspect. Okay, I am going to inspect what is the title of this window. Okay, you can see here our title of this particular window is open. Okay, our title of this particular window is open. Okay, here I am going to use winWait active. Okay, with the help of winWait active. Okay, this is site window, so again I have to go back to that opened window. So here you can see there are multiple commands. Okay, winWait active, so I am going to use here winWait active. So what is our title name here? What is our title name? That is open, right? So let me go back to that application one more time. So let me inspect it again. So just drag and drop on that particular window. So after this you got this title. Okay, so I am just copying and pasting into this AutoIt code. Okay, so here control V. So we done with winWait active, means that component should be active before going to perform the next step. Okay, this AutoIt will instruct wait until this process got completed before going to the next step. Okay, so that's why we are using here winWait active. Once winWait active is done, so our next step is, so I am going to, what we are going to click on this website, I am going to click on this open button, right? So for this also we need to take component XPath here. For example, it is for open. Here you can see it is giving class name as button and instance is 1. Okay, this is our XPath for this particular web element. Okay, this is our XPath for this particular web element. In the same way, so I want to enter some file name here. Okay, so for that reason I have to take here edit and 1. Okay, so with the help of this class, so I am going to write our script here. Okay, first we write a line for that opened window should be active. So once that is done, so to send any control set text, right? Control set text, how we can perform? Control and click. Okay, control and click, how we can perform? With the help of control send. Okay, if I want to send my file name here, okay, if I want to send my file name here, I have to use control send, which means it will enter the file name and also it will enter the click on this open button. Okay, so before that I have to enter my file path, file name, right? So for that reason I am taking here the XPath for this file name, that is, let me inspect it one more time. Okay, this is our XPath for this field, that is edit1. Okay, this is our XPath for this edit1. Okay, and also the title here is open only. Now the XPath for this component here is edit1. So now let me go back to our SciteScript editor. So here what we are going to do, control send. Okay, control send. Okay, what does this control send will do? It will send the specified keystrokes on the specified control. Okay, with the help of control send, okay, with the help of control send, we can specify the keystrokes on the specified control. Okay, so once it is done, you can see here the syntax, what it is telling. First, title, what is the title of that particular command, I mean open component, that is open. We already took this XPath. So now go back to this one and enter the same here as well. So once it is done, so if I put one more time here, you can see title. Text is not mandatory in AutoIt. We no need to enter this text here. And what is our control ID? Control ID here means what is our XPath for this particular field. Okay, that is field where we are going to enter our file name. Okay, we have to take that XPath as well here. So now here it is edit1. Okay, here it is edit1. You can see here edit1, right? So the same I am going to update here, that is we done with the title here, and the next one here is empty, that is text. We are not passing any text here. And the control ID, what is our control ID here for that text field? That is edit1. Okay, that is edit1. So once it is done, so I have to mention my path here, right? So I have to mention my path here, that's why it is giving you string. Okay, it is giving you string. So where I am going to mention my file path. Where is my file path got located? So my file path got located jpeg. Okay, here I mentioned my file name. Okay, so in my case it is stored in here. Okay, it is stored in this folder, that is insta.jpg file. Okay, insta.jpg file I am going to update for this employee. So once this is done, what is our next step? Okay, once we selected a file from this one, insta.jpg. okay, I have to click on that button, right? Sorry. Okay, once if you done with this one, insta.jpg. okay, once you selected this one, so I have to click on this open button, right? So that's why we have to use control click method here. What does this control click method will do? It will performs on the specified control. I mean, it will perform the specified action, that is clicking action on the specified control. Okay, after entering my file name, I have to perform click operation on this button, that is open. So for this, what we have XPath here, this is button 1. If you can see here, this is our XPath for button 1. Okay, so the same I am going to update here with the help of control send. Okay, sorry, control click. Okay, so now I am going to use here control click. You can see once if I put that parenthesis, it is telling you what is our component title. Okay, that is open only. Okay, so after that, let me remove it one more time, then only it will show. So then I am not going to enter any text here. So once that is done, control id. What is our control id? Just now we took an XPath, right? So that XPath we have to update here. Okay, here you can see it is giving class name as button and instance as 1. So the same I am going to provide inside this SciteScript editor. So after this line, so that is empty, right? We are not going to mention any text here. So once this is done, I am going to pass empty only. So what is our control id here? That is button 1, right? That is button 1. Okay, that is button 1. Okay, that is button 1. So let me close this one. So now we done with up to clicking on open button. Okay, first what we did, first I took XPath for our component title. What is this title? Open. So after that I am entering my file name. So I am going to inspect this one. So once if I inspect, I am getting here as edit1. Okay, you can see here again I am inspecting. Edit1 is my XPath for this particular text field. So once that is done, what I have to do, I have to click on this open button, then only it will upload your document to for that particular employee, right? So for that also I have to inspect for this open button as well. So once if I inspected, it is giving you button 1. Okay, so the same I updated here as well, you can see. So once we done with these lines, we done it for now. Okay, we completed the first step. Okay, let me save as this one. So where we are storing, okay, let me, okay, okay, inside this one only, right? Okay, let me save it here only, that is orange HRM. Okay, orange HRM. Okay, so I am saving it as, you can see the file type as AutoIt AU3. Okay, the extension of AutoIt file is .au3. So once that is done, I am clicking on save button. Okay, so now we saved this scripting part. Okay, so after that what we are going to do, we are going to compile our script, right? So we are going to compile our script. So how we can compile our script, AutoIt script? Just open our AutoIt script, that is this one. So once it is done, we need to compile, right? So with the help of compile script, we can convert this to executable file. Okay, so here you can see you will get these two options. The first one is for 64-bit processor and the second one is for 32-bit processor. You can use according to your processor. Okay, according to your computer processor, you can add this option. So in my case, I am compiling with 64-bit. So once if we click on that one, it will give you some it will give you one .exe file. If you want to know about this, the file extension, go to properties. You can see here it is telling .exe. Okay, .exe file. So where the AutoIt script converted into .exe file, which means executable file. Okay, which means executable file. So now if we want to run this executable file, means we are going to pass this file path inside our Java program. Okay, so now you can see here. So just now what we did on that application, the same I mentioned here. So but here I am changing this usernames. Okay, so that is first class Selenium. Okay, so this is my username. The first name is, okay, you can see the first name here is username and the next name here is Selenium. Okay, so in the same way I mentioned here, the first name here is first class and the next last name here is Selenium. Okay, first name here is first class and the last name here is Selenium. Okay, once it is done, so now I am going to run our executable file with the help of Java programming. Okay, so once that is done, what I am going to do here, so here I am going to write a line that is called with the help of runtime class. Okay, with the help of runtime class. Okay, with the help of runtime class dot get runtime. What is this method is doing? Returns the runtime object associated with the current Java application. Okay, it will return you some runtime object which is associated with the Java application. Okay, that's why I am taking this one. So then once if you're done with that one, I have to execute that executable file, right? So for that we have already a method called executable method, which will execute the specified string command in a separate process. What does this executable method will do? It will execute the specified string command. Okay, so now I have to pass my, where is my file got located. Okay, so in my case it is located here. Okay, it is located here, right? That is orange HRM. So inside this D drive. Okay, so inside D drive my orange hrm.exe file got located. So that reason I am entering my folder name, I mean drive name. Inside D drive it is present under, I mean it is present inside AutoIt folder. Okay, AutoIt folder. So after that I have to mention the .exe file name, that is orange hrm.exe. Okay, orange hrm.exe. Okay, that's all right, orange hrm.exe. Okay, so now what it will do, it will execute our AutoIt code, mean it will execute our .exe file. So then it will automatically select a file from that particular path, I mean select a file particularly from that path. Okay, it will select a file from the mentioned path, that is we are updating here Instagram image. Okay, so that is in the form of JPG, that is a format of JPG. So once it is done, what I have to click here, click on save button, right? So click on save button. So this click will perform from Selenium Selenium tool. Okay, once this is done, I am going to click on that save button. So how we can click? With the help of click method. Okay, thread dot sleep. Okay, 6 seconds I am waiting. So once it is done, let me inspect this save button. Okay, okay, let me inspect this save button, the XPath. Okay, just okay, that is save. Okay, value equals to save, we are getting input at the rate ID or value equals to save, right? So let go back to our Eclipse. So here driver dot find element, right? Driver dot find element by dot XPath of, what is our XPath there? What is our XPath? That is input, right? Input at the rate value, right? At the rate value equals to save. That's all right. Value equals to save. Okay, value equals to save. Sorry, input. Sorry, there is some confusion. By dot XPath of, okay, by dot XPath of string I am mentioning, that is input @value equals to, right, save. Okay, this is my XPath for clicking on that save button. Okay, once it is done, I am going to click. Okay, so now, so it is done. So now what we did here, so first I am launching my Orange HRM project, I mean live project application. So then I am entering my username, password. After that, clicking on login button, I am going to PIM link text. So then I am clicking on that add employee button. So once if I click on that add employee button, I am going to enter my username, first name and last name. So once that is done, I am going to click on this file chosen button. Okay, once if I click on this choose file button, so it is giving you some window component, so where we are going to automate with the help of AutoIt. So first I have to take this title as open, that is with the help of WinWait active. So once that is done, so I am going to take here the file name text field. So how we can inspect with the help of AutoIt window info. So after that, I am going to send, I mean I am going to use control send. With the help of control send, I am going to mention my title name, and also I am going to mention this XPath, and also I am going to mention my file path here. So once that is done, I am going to mention my control click command, where it is accepting the title and also where it is accepting some text. We are not passing the text. After that, where we are going to mention our button name, that is open. So for open here, the XPath here is button 1. Okay, so the same we did inside our SciteScript editor as well. So once that is done, we compiled based upon our processor, that is 32 or 64. Once if you complain, it will compile, it will give you some executable file. So then we have to pass here our executable file path here. Okay, once if you done with that one, it will automatically upload your file to this application. Once that is done, I am going to click on save button. Okay, this is our scenario currently. So let me execute this program and we'll see whether it is working fine or not. Okay, I am hoping it will work fine now. Okay, it is very important concept. So in organizations also, you will get definitely a scenario where you are not able to automate Windows based applications. So during that time, you can easily opt this AutoIt concept. Okay, so it is entering username and password. So after that, it is clicking on PIM. Once that is done, it will click on add employee. Okay, it clicked on add employee. So once it is done, it entered first name as first class, last name as Selenium. So once that is done, it is clicking on choose file name. Okay, so see, yeah, it clicked on choose file. So once that is done, it is entering the file name. Okay, so based upon your input, it will take that file name. Okay, it is not entering, right? Okay, it is not entered. Okay, it is not entered. We will see why it is failing now, why it is not entering. Okay, so first of all, this is our orangehrm.exe file. Okay, this is our orangehrm.exe file. So let me go to this folder AutoIt, where is our orangehrm.exe file got located, and let me go to more options, edit with script, edit script. So, and here edit one. Okay, because of this it is not able to enter because we passing one small letter over there. So I am saving this one. So again I have to compile. So that's the reason why I am creating with some different name. So rename, because we already have one .exe file with the name of orangehrm. So that's why I'm orangehrm live. Okay, orangehrm live. If you done with that one, so let me compile it one more time so that you will get some new compile script.exe file. Okay, so once this is done, so I am going to mention this orangehrm live.exe file inside our script. Okay, live. Okay, so even very small errors also will cause the issues for this AutoIt. Okay, you have to be very careful while automating window based applications with the help of AutoIt. Okay, let me execute it one more time and we will see this time whether it's working fine or not. Okay, it is opening Orange HRM Live application. Okay, it is entered the username and password. It is maximizing now. Then clicked on PAM. So then it is going to click on add employee button. Okay, yeah, it's clicked on. So then it is entered first name and last name. So then it is going to click on choose file. Okay, so once if it is clicking on choose file, then it is going to that title of that particular window. So once that is done, it is going to enter your file name here. So you can see here it is selected insta.jpg. So then it is going to click on save button. Okay, so now it is uploading. Here you can see it is uploaded with Instagram. Okay, so likewise we can easily automate window based pop-ups or window based components with the help of AutoIt. Okay, so this is how we can perform this AutoIt tool automation inside our Selenium scripts. Okay, so let me quickly recap all these things one more time. So first what we discussed, let me go back to our slides. So where we discussed about what is AutoIt. Okay, what is AutoIt and what are all the lines we discussed till now. So AutoIt is a open source tool, especially it is designed for automating the Windows graphical user interface operations, and also with the help of AutoIt tool we can easily perform keyboard and mouse operations on the window based components. Okay, so the next slide here is what are the different features of AutoIt. The first one here is AutoIt window info, the second one here is SciteScriptEditor, and the third one here is run script, and the fourth one is the last one is compiling the .exe file. Okay, once it is done, our commands, what are all the different commands here. The first one command here is run command, the next command here is win wait active, the next command here is send command, and the next one win close, control click, control send. Okay, with the help of all these commands we are going to develop our AutoIt code. Once if you developed your AutoIt code, we are going to compile that one to convert that AutoIt script to executable file, that is .exe file. Once if you compiled based upon your processor, it is ready to use inside your Eclipse. So like how we used it just now. Okay, so I passed here the .exe file. With the help of this executable file we are going to perform this window based components. Okay, automation. So let me quickly how to download and install AutoIt. Let me quickly show you some slides how we can download this AutoIt and installation part. Okay, so let me, okay, so here is the first installation process of AutoIt. So to use that one you can hit this URL www.autoitscript.com. Once you hit that autoitscript.com, you will get some downloads here. So you can see here, okay, you can see here one download option there, download AutoIt. Once if you downloaded, that will be in the form of zip folder. Okay, once if you downloaded that zip file, you needs to be extract your files on your destination folder. So once if you done, so then it will show you some AutoIt setup.exe file. If you want to install, means you have to double click, so then follow the next steps, that is clicking on next. Once that is done, it will ask you to accept the license agreement and click on OK. So then click on finish. So we done with this AutoIt installation. So then where we are going to write our AutoIt scripts, we are going to write our AutoIt scripts on SciteScriptEditor. So for that also, in the same AutoIt home page we can have one more link, so where SciteScriptEditor setup file will be located. Once if you click on download, it will download. So then it will be also in the form of zip folder only. So then you have to extract on your destination folder. So once that is done, go to your SciteScriptEditor.exe file. So then double click on that one, it will start your installation process. So once that is done, you can accept the license agreements, then click on OK. Okay, so That's all about AutoIT, how we can automate window based components with the help of AutoIT. So I hope you get some knowledge from this tutorial. If you watch this video till the end, please drop a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel Selenium Tech Automation for more videos like this from both manual testing and automation testing. And also please don't forget to share this video to your friends or colleagues, so that they will also learn about this concept, and also which will helps our channel as well from YouTube point of view, where it will recommend this video for more people. Okay, so that's all it for now, guys. I hope you people get some knowledge. So take care everyone. Signing off, Selenium Tech Automation. We will meet up with our next video. Okay, until then, take care everyone. Bye bye.